15 miles outside of
Was that pre-made?
Yeah, the pre-gen.
So I just played.
I'm really glad we
played
didn't
with
this
the
much
DM
snow?
and threw
Right.
it back out.
Was it really
We just
fun?
Well, when we were there,
Oh,
it was
cool.
just falling,
Ignore the lid.
so it was like a foot of snow.
Quite frankly, it was
The lid
just
is
ridiculous.
from,
The only upside of that is that I gotta watch the replays of this.
Someone told me that
Yo.
Were other people...
Alright, I gotta try those.
Today?
Had the same idea as you, though?
Yeah.
It did hail, like 6 months and you allowed to work.
Putting on chains.
Yeah.
Don't you know his
And we drove back down the mountain and saw other people putting on chains, and we
I
were just
gotta
like,
try.
oh man.
Laughing at them.
Is that okay with?
Phone has character sheet.
Phone is not
They're all different flavors. No, those are that one I think is.
That was
better.
funny.
That'd be a more exciting.
These gummies are the best.
Give me the kid.
Are they actually?
No.
Pass the gummies.
Like I said, those are at home.
Responsible.
I'm confused.
We have those at home too.
I'm confused why everyone's laughing at me.
Gummies,
You see me laughing
the
at me?
dispensary gummies.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I,
There's a
These
thing
are the
called...
non-drug
I think
gummies.
of the candy first.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
do too.
So gummies that aren't loaded with crap, are you're saying?
Well,
No, they're probably
Well,
loaded
that's
with
arguable
crap. They're
on
just
crap.
not loaded with crap.
Not loaded with tasty crap, you're saying?
we'll talk later.
I'm confused. I'm confused on what you're attempting to say.
That's how you say it.
They contain high fructose.
Yeah, they are. They do contain crap. They just don't have. I was gonna say they don't have.
Are we
crap
level
inside.
2?
Yeah.
I guarantee you too the weed, like the edibles are probably like,
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're terrible. They taste
No, I mean-
so.
I bet you they're probably like healthier though.
better than
They're
that.
less
They're
calories.
the hard. These ones, yeah. I know
crap
that.
in them.
So I think that was a great idea.
I don't know anyone who's eating an edible
Friday.
food taste, so...
There's the mitts.
Yeah, seriously.
Me and my wife found some
I went up
they're
Saturday, like to the
habanero,
foothills here in Saddle.
Pineapple
Up
habanero.
Foothill.
and it tastes
Or
pretty
Woodward.
decent and it has a spicy
And then I just
kick.
drove back there and it was fine.
And then you
But
get
I didn't go that high up. So it's not like 2,000.
Bonus.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. But
That's an
You-
experience.
not
get
it's so
It
nice
was.
settle back to
You get
with
everything
the
from
snow
Trader
on it.
Joe's?
Yes.
I get a lot of
cool.
things from Trader Joe's. These are from Sprouts.
Oh, okay, you meant those. I was like, you're getting edibles from Trader Joe? God damn.
Sprouts does sell the low THC CBD
Yeah,
stuff.
they
though.
carry all Willie Nelson stuff.
Yeah, they do. He does tea and CBD coffee and it's cool stuff.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to mix an upper with a downer.
No, you take the upper to get up, and if you get two up, you take the down. And then you just gotta keep going until you're left.
to your level.
That's right.
Fleetwood Mac.
And then your heart, and then your heart gives out right about then from mixing uppers and downers.
That's what doctors are for, man. I pay insurance for a reason.
Like those people who who made the original Four Loko, where it was super caffeinated and also filled with alcohol. Now you can only get the weakened stuff that's just alcohol.
There's always also a lot because like you look at Red Bulls and it's like, do not mix
Mix
with
with
alcohol.
alcohol.
First thing we humans do, we're Jaeger now.
Yeah,
Let it go, man.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we're gonna make some more of them.
Yeah, I guess take a small table that we have
Original
set up.
Coca-Cola recipe, anyone?
Yeah, right. Roman Coke. Yeah, AMFs, Tokyo Tea.
Brian, you're gonna have to scoot back, man. We're gonna add another
When I
table.
was late 90s, early 2000s, they had those pills you take with like bees on them. And they were Nodos, I think that's what they were called. They were like supposed to give you energy before
Oh,
energy
just
drinks showed up.
caffeine pills.
Yep. And they sold
Nodos?
them at gas stations. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nodos. See, you know what I was talking
Because
about?
everyone knows the best place to get medication is the local gas station.
It is.
I was actually reading about those.
Or the
recently.
back of a record store.
Just makes the rolls
Or
more
it's the guy in the back alley named Steve your friend introduced you to. I was actually reading about like FDA regulation in one of my classes, and there was a whole section on Enzyte and all the laws that got created because of all the Enzyte disaster and all the lawsuits. I thought it was an actual medication. No, it was just an herbal supplement. That was like super illegal.
Same about like all the early pre-workouts for bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Please. People were going crazy on that though, right? Like they were like
I remember the
psychotic
ads.
breaks attacking people.
Yeah, there was a ton of ads when I was in junior high, and then they disappeared one day, and I was like, oh, I just thought maybe it's like they established enough of a brand. No, they got sued into oblivion. It turned out it was just like 20 different herbs mixed together. So they created a series of laws called the Enzyme Laws to basically very heavily regulate what you can sell as medication when it's just an herbal supplement.
Well, and Enzyme, they had mixed multiple
Oh, so you weren't
Like things were safe by themselves.
Yeah,
but when
they-
you put them
they
in
get
compound,
together
yeah.
to make your.
They did the equivalent of a little kid mixing together all the shampoos and being like, "This will work," and it's like, "This will make your heart go out." There's a bunch of vascular dilators, so people had heart attacks, and they were just like, "Yeah, that seems safe."
Have y'all seen the documentary?
Bubble
Bigger,
bath,
Faster,
Walter
Stronger?
White.
Bigger, faster, stronger. Is that the guy that eats at McDonald's every day for a year?
No.
That guy was
This is
nuts.
This is about steroids.
Oh, jeez.
But he actually makes a point of like for a lot of the pre-workouts that aren't, there's no FDA regulation. So
Yeah.
he literally went, he ordered in bulk of like a little, like some BCAAs and a little like a pre-workout like energy thing. He had them mixed himself and then he put them in caps. Then he literally took old bottles and like he blow dried it all out. He was able to sell them.
Yeah.
And like you can say, as long as you say they're not medicine,
Yeah.
the FDA will not track you. So you can make your own energy.
Yeah, patent
pill.
medicine is still alive in spirit.
Oh yeah, no. All of those supplements
Same.
are basically unregulated. Don't take those.
Wait, no, but we can sell them, right?
I mean, get other people to take them if
We'll
they're
just
dumb enough
name
to
them
buy
after
them.
comic book characters and
It
sell them
also-
to kids, right? Is that okay?
It's also like
This one will
a
be
drug
really
addict.
quick, son.
Don't get high on your old
That's
supply.
the speed.
Don't get
gave
high
my
on your
kid
old
easy
supply.
He's
I
gonna win
had
that
my
football
daughter
game so
listen
hard.
to the 10 crack commandments. She didn't know any of the crack commandments.
Don't get
She
high
didn't
on
know
your
a
own
single.
supply.
That's commandment
I don't
number
know.
5 or something. There's
31.
10 other. I mean, there's some other very good commandments.
All the people I've worked with when I used to do work with drug addicts, I thought the number one rule of crack was just get more crack, and that was it. That was rules 1 through 10. How much can I get?
No, but that's not the crack commandments. Those are the crack rules.
Those are the crack
You
suggestions.
have to do it as quick as
I
possible.
love how we're saying all this with him at the table.
No,
Don't do
Kai's gonna be
drugs.
better than
Yeah,
all of us.
drugs.
We are training him for ultimate
We're
nerd.
training him. Okay.
Kai, how many miles per hour is a knot?
A knot?
Yeah,
So it's
so if-
1 nautical mile per hour. A knot. Was that?
No,
me?
no, this is not a question for you, Brian. You have a computer. This is for
Oh,
Kai.
sorry.
Hi, go.
I think you said Bry.
Has he ever called you Bry?
I am
sorry.
now. I'm going to call him Bry Guy.
Probably called me just
Would
about
you-
everything.
I think it's 12 or 120
4.
miles. It might be something like that.
12 miles per hour is a knot? Is that the guess?
Or maybe
Okay, so how does a knot work? Why do they call them knots?
Could you
Do you
tie it
know?
on
Too late. I already made the spoiler. What do you remember what I said?
Dude, that's a good Google background. Feels
A
very
knot
sad.
is 1 nautical mile per hour. And a
Oh,
nautical
that's
mile
what I
is
thought.
slightly longer than a normal statue.
Is this like a meter in a yard? They're just like slightly off.
yeah.
Oh, that actually
So how
makes
many
sense.
how many miles per hour is a knot?
15%.
And drop
It's
it.
50%. So no, it's significant. That's a significant amount.
Yeah. That's statistically significant.
That is.
That is, P is greater than 0.05.
Oh, okay.
Is that when statistical variance matters? 0.05?
In science, yeah.
0.05.
You see a lot where it'll say
Kai,
P.
quote that next time you get a chance, man.
Statistically significant.
I already forgot the quote.
If you read a lot of scientific papers, it'll always say at the bottom P less than 0.05, which is a degree of statistical significance. If it's above that, it means the correlation is not close enough. Yeah, it's weak.
Weak
And then
correlation.
0.05 is just the line because you had to put it somewhere. It's not necessarily a guarantee because a lot of stuff is statistically significant. You can use p hacking. You just rearrange the variables to get whatever answer you want.
This is why
It's a
I'm bad
very
at
big
science.
problem.
This
So
is
if
why
I'm going
bad at
10
science.
miles per hour, I'm
Wait,
going
what?
15 knots. Is that? Are we comfortable
No.
with that?
50%.
I just looked it up. I just
Closer to 11.
I just looked it up, and a knot is
So it'd be
1.15
11.5.
miles per hour. Is what I
So
said.
10 miles an
So if
hour.
I'm going
So-
100 miles per hour, I'm going 115 knots.
Yep, you got it.
Well, if you're
Yes.
going 100 miles an
I
hour,
think-
you're probably driving a car, so in water you're not going anywhere.
Cody argues that there's
And you
very
stop
fast
quick.
boats.
Yeah, you stop.
What about the Lotus that James Bond drives?
James
that turns
Bond?
into a boat.
I think that one only goes like 30.
Or
It
is it a
doesn't go
ship?
very fast.
I think it's technically
No,
a
no, no,
ship.
because it doesn't have a
Spy.
captain. You have to have a captain to be
No,
a
Cody
ship.
says it has to have another boat. to
What
be a
defines a
ship.
captain? Is it just the hat? Because I've been saying that for years.
So like lifeboats. If you have a lifeboat, you're
Then
a
you're a
ship.
ship. That's Cody's argument. I think it's strong.
I was thinking there's a crew thing. There's a bunch of
Oh, you have to have like a certain
So yeah, I'm the captain.
I'm the captain.
If I ever end up on a lifeboat, I'm just
Wait,
putting
where
on the
was
hat
this
and be like, alright, I'm the
conversation?
captain, let's go.
Where was this going during the actual boat
Yeah.
campaign?
I think initially we were.
Everyone that works there.
Spell checker did not have
It
any
doesn't matter.
rules
Yeah,
A nautical mile is 1
I
minute
play a lot of pirate
latitude.
games. I think
1 minute of
starboard is
latitude?
left and port is right.
1 minute of latitude. I didn't. I
They're granting you a great deal of latitude, Brian. or as I like to say, Bry Guy.
Bry the Bry Guy.
Oh, with the points!
Bry. Hey!
Take a lesson. Here.
Are we boring you, Shane? Are you ready to get started?
No.
Do you have a character?
What you do? No,
Tell me about your character.
Yes. Who are these two characters?
Character.
Yeah.
Character's named Character?
Oh, he's a character, all right.
And he has a lot of characters.
He has a lot of character. He's got charisma for
It's not
days.
actually character.
I don't
For
think
knots.
he was doing this.
And I think we're currently at a healthy 0 war crimes committed so far.
Damn it!
I'm
So far.
impressed.
Don't worry, we're gonna be breaking multiple weapons regulations in a very short
Well,
period of
thanks to the
time.
cleric, we turned the guy instead of killing him.
Yeah, but I'm saying so far you guys have 0 kills. You got to level 2 and you have 0 kills. You have
Because we're that good.
Well, that good.
No,
we have
no,
one
we're that
conversion.
bad.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna start using straight
Dude,
weapons.
our
poison
KDR,
weapons.
it's not good.
He hit a DC 20 will save. He earned that
Kill death
that
ratio.
non-default kill.
It's 0-0. That is optimal for the average human being.
Not for D&D.
Considering a lot of the animals are also people in
FKM ratio.
Probably.
Here's my thing.
No, all
Does it
the
count as a war
animals
crime?
are strong.
There's definitely an FKM ratio, right?
Your Honor, I wasn't
applies to
before,
this
therefore it is not a war
We can
crime. and I
calculate
don't
FKM.
crime. It's just a crime. It's
There
just
was
a
no
felony.
war, so how could it be a war crime?
It's just a felony.
no
Your
ratio.
Honor.
Your Honor, the Holocaust didn't
We can
happen.
get better. There's
No.
a ratio.
No, kill-death ratio is under 0.05, so it's...
Let me tell you, especially in Barovia, like in Barovia we lower it even further, like 0.25, because that's very.
Whereas the
0.025.
FMK ratio is we can
In
calculate that.
Barovia, KDR, it's you.
Yeah, no, the statistically significant for kills in Barovia is specifically lower. You need to hit a much lower threshold to be statistically significant.
We're not a token.
There aren't a lot of people in Barovia.
No, because everything wants to kill you. I'm expecting there to
But I
be
need a
kills.
mini.
No.
I don't think they want to kill us. They want to eat us.
Is he in an archer?
Well, at least some of them do.
I'm a
Oh,
wizard.
this is mine, and then this is yours.
I need a guy with a what kind of wizard? I'm a pen. I'm a Sharpie wizard.
Yes, the Sharpie with the whiteboard. Yes,
Are those the same minis you used last time?
the same guys.
We got to get you to con sometime where you can do paint and take minis, and then you can have a whole mini.
Yeah.
I am trying to hold out on my. I'm trying to
August by
postpone my D&D dice and mini addiction
August
for as long as possible.
Until you have your own job. Not projected into dad. I respect that.
Alright.
So-
Everyone ready?
Someone got my paint and take mini back.
So, can anyone give me a recap of last week?
I cannot.
Well, we wandered around town for I'd say a good solid 2 hours.
Yes.
Spent an hour in a toy shop grilling an owner about the local what's happenings.
Yes.
And then decided to go see the Burgermeister and maybe visit a wine shop to liberate it from plants.
Okay, you're missing
Vineyard.
you're
Vineyard.
missing
It's a
the
vineyard.
important
That's me.
details. We have a
Can I see it?
commission for a piece from the guy,
Oh, yeah,
and we found a doll that looks like.
That doll doesn't look anything like it. It's too small.
Size does matter. We've addressed
It
that.
looks like her.
Yes, yeah, Kai remembers. There was a doll that looks like it. I can't remember the name now.
Chucky?
I'm bad with
He'll be
names.
Is it the paranoid woman?
It's the lady in armor.
Irina is her
Irina,
name.
okay.
Yes.
And Ismark is the
She's
name I
the paranoid
can't.
Ismark is her
right?
brother.
I
Bro.
don't,
Okay.
I don't
And the
think she's
current
that
Burgermeister.
paranoid.
Irina's the one that got bit.
Yeah, that Strahd is after.
So
yeah.
she's not she is
So, yeah,
not
she's the
paranoid
paranoid.
because she actually
Yeah.
the vampire does sneak into
Yeah,
her.
in this case, the government is out to get her. She's like
She's
justifiably
the
paranoid.
attempted
And
paranoid
all
one.
the
You
animals.
mean they are collecting information on people
I think he's
about
just scared
wines?
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Strahd already passed the
I
Patriot
think
Act.
she's just scared of her
It's
potentially
Strahd.
dying. So that's paranoid.
Yeah. Well, no, paranoia has no.
Paranoia is being scared of death. That is the new thing now.
Oh, okay. We're changing.
Paranoia
Paranoia
is
is
scared
true.
of death.
Is
Man,
that
miss me with
paranoia?
those TikTok
Yeah.
definitions. That's
That's
not
an
paranoia.
interesting
You put that in the DMS and I'll believe you.
The
Touch grass.
The TikTok definitions where
L
everybody's
plus
pointing above
ratio
their
plus
head.
touch grass plus no maidens. All right.
Paranoia is fear of death. What about
last-
Piccolo? Did we discuss Piccolo?
I don't think we're playing. Oh no, the monkey.
It's like,
Wait,
okay,
what?
I'm glad Richard and I are on the same page. Like, I don't
I was like, I don't think I don't think the green guy from Dragon Ball is in here.
There's a Burgermeister that we think maybe he was friends of. We have a Burgermeister.
We have a Burgermeister.
We have our own Burgermeister.
And does everyone
There's
know
another Burgermeister in this village or this village who may be a bad guy. He's got a guy with one arm.
Everyone
There's
is
a one-armed man.
Yes. Also, we agreed everyone is
The one-armed man commissioned Creepy Doll.
He's
Dr. Richard Kimball.
Richard Kimball.
He's an amputee. He must be a villain.
I think we know the one-armed
No,
man's name.
I think he has
Isnek
both of his arms, but one of
Strasna?
his hands are funny.
Isnek Strasna.
So he's a contortionist?
He has like a fake arm or
Yeah,
something.
you haven't met him. Yeah.
But he's hanging out with the Burgermeister. We have a Burgermeister, Ismark, then they have a Burgermeister who's supposed to protect our ward. She's not our
So
ward.
what's a Burgermeister?
It's like a mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
The German.
It's the mayor of Burgerville.
Yeah. It should be Burgermeister. In the book it says
I'm trying not to
Burgermaster,
make
which is
any, like,
just
Burger
incorrect,
King.
but in
Yeah,
Germany it would be Burgermeister.
Yeah.
You ever
It's a
know?
McDonald's thing.
I would say you're probably too young for this, but there's this
Wendy's,
old
McDonald's.
claymation Christmas movie about Kris Kringle, and the main villain was the Burgermeister Meisterburger.
How dare you say
Meister?
I'm too young for claymation?
You were for one that came out like the 60s. It's the
Dude.
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Yeah,
With
okay, the OG claymation I'm too young
the
before.
little town guards with the little World War I Kaiser helmets, and then they sang Christmas songs for some reason. It was a very strange movie, but it was
Silver and gold.
Yes, I know.
Silver and gold. That's Rudolph, actually.
Yeah, that's
right.
Rudolph.
You're thinking,
They're the
I'm
same.
Mr. Heat Miser.
that's the second one. No, that's the
It's
third
Thor
one.
Rankin Bass,
That's the one with
right?
Newer.
Yeah.
Rankin
New Year.
Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a deep pull.
Clash of the Titans had claymation in it too, at least stop motion.
And a
We're
lot
talking about
of
the original.
movies did, but not like
The
entire
original,
movie.
not
I
the
love this
remake,
set.
which is
The
better.
original.
Yeah, which is not a bad film.
Yes.
Wait.
All right.
There are Vistani. The Vistani,
He's saying
there's
the
a
original is
guy
bad.
who has a carriage.
I know.
Oh yeah.
In the
cat.
carriage, there's a giant cat that hates Vistani.
Yeah, one of them
Vistani
has a
are-
racist cat that wants to commit hate crimes, and the monkey told them about this. And the monkey's name is Piccolo.
I think
Cody speaks monkey.
I think that cat would get along with these little adventures. They blew up a solar system in order to.
Oh yeah, no. Who do you think trained the cat?
Yeah, we did after
The Wizard of
even.
Wine. We talked about the Wizard of Wine. There's
Yes.
a
Because we have to go-
winery.
we
The
have to
Wizards
The
go-
wine
of
stopped
Wine.
getting delivered. The Wizard of Wine. We think that there's. We need to.
It was
We're
entire
gonna
order.
get a blight.
So we
There's
need
little
the rum.
blights.
I
No,
see.
we need to bring the blight back so we can make our
Not
Ferris
the-
wheel.
it
No,
was-
no.
it was the
There are
carousel.
We need a
large
drawing of it.
carnivorous plants that have taken over.
And he wants like
the
a sketch
vineyard.
of it.
Those are blights.
Yes.
Are they
Blights?
bites?
Those are
The,
fine.
the,
Oh,
the
okay.
D&D monster named Blight is a twig monster.
So
Wasn't that
Plants vs.
the
Zombies?
thing that?
Yeah, I'm about to say. You gotta fight Crazy Dave!
Weren't
Find a
the
bunch of
blights also
peapods.
the thing like that
Different
first attacked
species
us?
of blight.
Cool.
Wait, weren't the blights like one of the things that first attacked us?
Yes,
attacked us
different
in the
species
spell
of blight.
Yeah. These ones are a little smaller.
And they aren't made out of glowing crystals. They're
And
made out
they-
of thorns and spikes and everything
Yeah.
that you don't want to bump into you.
And hags hang out with blights. There's a
Yeah. And you ran into the hag. The local
Cody's
weed
very
There's a
good.
hag?
The local
Yeah.
weed dealer.
That
I'm
was the
pretty
week
sure
I
it's a
was
hag.
here.
Yeah.
So you were
Okay.
finishing up.
You guys
Yeah.
scored?
How much did I
That's
invest?
right. You still have the
a lot.
weed pastry. You
Yeah,
got the
Brian
dream-
has the weed pie.
He bought a dream
I wish I was
pie
there,
from
though.
a
I wish I was
creepy
there.
old woman in a cart
Yep.
that was just handing pies out in a cart, and it was like one goal, and it said it would put him to sleep and send him to a wonderful dreamland, and he was like, I need that. I have anxiety from being
I did
here.
not eat it though. That's where
Yeah,
we
you
left
haven't
it.
eaten it yet.
Oh, yeah,
That's where-
that's why he was missing for the past
That we
couple
joked that he just ate and was just passed out on the road.
Yeah, we just left him behind.
Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna play D&B, Dungeons and Bry Guy?
D&B.
You gotta do the point. You gotta.
Yeah, that's what
I
Brian.
point at you when you say it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's basically.
Now, if you say it wrong, someone needs to correct you, and then I point to the person.
Yeah, so that's basically the crash course. Oh, also they ran into 3 vampire women who tried to invite them on a ride, and they were like, "Nah, we want to live." So they drove off.
So wait, was it a ride or a ride?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was.
Absolutely.
We're a child.
They called it.
Which were involved.
In the
They
day
called
of
it
the
the ride
internet,
and
there are no
die,
children.
and you didn't know what. Yeah.
The doll of Irina
Yes.
has
She is a
strange
teenager,
bite mark or strange
Yeah.
facial bruising or
They're
something.
children.
Yeah, she has like bite marks on her neck on the doll.
Man, was it that bad?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
rough.
bad.
And it
then
also
this is
has more
Irina,
than
this is
she
Bismarck.
does.
Yes. So Yes, you guys did a loop around town as well.
So I think
kinda
we're
checked out the other
sympathetic
place.
magic.
Last we left off, you guys found a church, but decided not to go
Sympathetic
into
magic,
it yet.
like voodoo magic, all
I think
that
we're heading to
stuff.
the Burgermeister.
Yes, you wanted to head to the
That's the
Burgermeister
blanket term for the
to talk to the
Curse.
Burgermeister to see if you
Mythologically.
can. You were gonna put Irina with them for protection, but then you heard that his right hand man, no pun intended, the guy with the creepy arm, the funny arm that you haven't. Everyone's just described it kind of vaguely, but it sounds kind of off to you. He threatens to burn down Blinsky's toy shop, who's this little guy. He's also where I got the idea of Muppet Strahd from all those years ago. But
no fun, is no Blinsky.
Is no fun, there's no Blinsky. He has a pet monkey named Piccolo, which was given him by a guy named Octavio, who owns the creepy racist cat, and also the carnival. So you guys head into the Burgermeister to figure out what the hell's going on, because you don't want to leave Irina with a guy who keeps getting a bunch of freaky Etsy dolls commissioned that look just like her, despite the fact that they have never met.
He's dreaming about her.
Yeah, he's dreaming about her, and generally, apparently, is very mean because he's starting to burn down Blinsky's toy shop.
And everyone likes Blinsky.
And I think someone bought a toy. I don't remember who.
Commissioned.
Yes.
A Ferris wheel, blight chasing
yeah,
Ferris wheel.
a little carousel, because he had a carousel of wolves chasing screaming children. He's like, I want like a better version. He's like, I can make that happen.
And he plays Black Parade.
Yeah, that too. But like the little like toy like music box one with his little metal twins.
When
yeah, what's up?
And also we're having a rising of the proletariat against the petite bourgeoisie. That is the coffin industry.
Hell yeah! Finally,
coffins
let's go.
cost too much.
Yeah,
And we're against plant-based products.
Yes.
Yes, he's also against any plant-based products. Leather, very into, but not in the kinky way. He just doesn't like animals. It's
He
driven
wants to
entirely
sew
by
people
hate.
into animal carcasses and bury them in animal
likes
carcasses.
animals.
Is that true, Cody?
No, he hates animals.
He hates animals.
he
and
wants
is
wants
against
plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, plants good, animals bad. It's just poison ivy. Okay, so you guys
without as much thinking.
Without as much thinking, yeah. Let's see. So you guys head down to the Burgermeister. The map of Velaki is in the bottom middle right.
Look at that cover,
So you guys are gonna head. That does look really cool. You guys head to the Burgermeister's mansion.
It's not
Irina at this point is very visibly distraught. She's very pale in the face from seeing that someone just has like a life-size replica of her. Well, not life-size. If it was life-size, they'd be much more concerned.
It'd be really. That's gonna be the next one he commissioned.
If it was life-size dog, you're like. How many points of articulation does it have? Enough.
Wow. Hard killer.
I believe. I don't think it says how old she is. I think she's supposed to be like 19 or so.
No, that's too old for her.
But that does put her directly into the range of that one celebrity who only dates people till they're 25.
Leonardo
DiCaprio. There we go.
Yeah, I think protesting made him more.
Made him double down on that decision.
No, people. He's like he doesn't want to be known as the guy who dates only 25-year-olds.
Well, then stop dating only 25-year-olds.
So he breaks up with them at 25. He's just lowering the bar.
I mean, it's like
you only
easier
stab
said than
people.
done
People
when
call
you're
you the
Leonardo
stabber.
DiCaprio.
I don't want to be called the stabber. Then start shooting people.
I think by saying he doesn't want to be known, I think now more people know him as that.
Yeah, the Barbra Streisand effect.
Like the guy can do whatever he wants, but that doesn't change the fact that it's still kind of creepy.
No, I think he got criticized and was like, "Oh, so 24 then?" No, other way. He was like, "No, too late. I'm already dating a 23-year-old. Not better."
It's 19 now.
That's right.
Yeah, new girlfriend's 19.
Jeez.
So it's just Irina. Apparently, right on the money.
Well, because he's only going to date her till he's 25, so he's got to get 6 years in.
He's gotta get
6 years in. 6 years in.
Strahd is Leonardo DiCaprio, and his 19-year-old girlfriend ran away from him.
Basically. So, you walk up to this kind of beat-up old mansion. Walls of plaster stone that display the many scars where plaster has fallen away from age, neglect, and time. Grates cover every single window, including a large arched doorway above the mansion's double entrenched doors that lead inside. They appear to be made of a fine oak. You walk up to it. You do notice that it kind of leads around the back with fine trimmed hedges forming a sort of like rim around the back. You see people, servants moving in and out carrying baskets of vegetables, indicating that there's some sort of garden in the back. So you guys are in front of this massive mansion. You all kind of looking at each other like, I don't know what's going on here.
Wait. I just realized something.
Yes.
So you know how we said everyone in Barovia is Strahd?
Yes.
That means he's the biggest narcissist in the world.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
True.
no,
You didn't need to believe everyone was Strahd to believe that is 100%.
But I know it even more so.
And Cody, they prefer narcissistic personality disorder.
They can prefer these hands. Is what they prefer.
I'm just imagining like Strahd wakes up in the morning. There's like a mirror on his ceiling, so you can just look at himself as he wakes up.
But if he's a vampire, he can't see himself.
Yeah, so it's another copy of Strahd.
He made tea.
Nice.
And he tried to make sweet tea.
I did not mix I did not mix
That's
tea. I
You
just put one
didn't? Did you
sugar.
heat it
2
up
cups
beforehand?
of water, 1 cup of sugar.
No, I made a joke for how it's actually.
Mom said no.
2 cups of water. That's
I did not do that. I did not do that. This thing has 1 spoonful of sugar in it, and I got two of these full. I did oversteep the tea.
Let's say 2 to 1 water to sugar. That's just syrup. You just made simple syrup. You're just drinking really watered down
And then
syrup.
you ice it. We talked about
Yeah,
this.
it
One,
was-
and
that
then
is a sweet-
ice.
And then ice.
That's what actual sweet tea is.
Talking about
though.
Sweet tea.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has to be warm when you put in the
Alright.
sugar
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it dissolves.
Okay,
You
I
okay.
use
cool
the
it off.
knockers.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Wow.
Not
You walk
couple.
up.
Half an hour
It's
to
a
do
mansion. All good
anything.
mansions have a great set of knockers.
He's true. No, he's completely right on that.
Where's that going?
But yeah,
You
you
gotta
walk up.
inspect the knockers. I mean, you just...
Diplomacy check.
I think it's sleight of hand actually. So you walk up and you notice that it does have like an old. It almost looks like 2 screaming bat heads with like handles hanging from them, and you're just like, you always kind of look at them and they're just like. I mean, everything else, even the toys were creepy. There was a gallows that hung a doll. There's the creepy arena thing that you're trying not to mention because the arena looks visibly distracting. You just walk and makes ching, ching, ching. And then it goes kind of quiet. Then you hear like, like, oh, okay. And you just kind of wait.
They're just
Wait.
having a fun time.
Yeah, we like to have fun here. We do a little trolling. You wait. About 30 seconds goes by and you all kind of look at Ismark and he's like,
Break down the door,
Oh my god.
or I could sneak in the room.
We'll do both knockers at the same time.
eventually you guys are like ready to like kick down the door. You're like leaning back and the door opens and you're all just like, hi!
We got a Burgermeister too.
Hail and well met.
Hey!
Hello, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior? I just slam the door. We're here to tell you about
Our
our
Lord and Savior,
Strahd.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Have you heard the good news?
He's dating a 19-year-old instead of 18. Could have went younger and he didn't. Progress.
Maybe he
Wait,
won't
I thought I
remember
heard-
this one.
I thought our entire group
Usher
worshipped
jumped in.
Saint Cuthbert, though.
Oh,
I mean, the
just
cleric
like
does.
You're too old now.
I mean, the rest of you do seem to, so far, 0 crimes committed and 0 kills. So you are following his creed really well. Just be cool, man. You follow the teachings of Saint Lebowski.
The dude abides.
The dude abides.
Right, Bry Guy?
Bra guy abides.
As you open up, it appears to be a young servant woman, probably in her mid-20s, and she goes, "Oh, hello," and she looks and there's this fully armed group of adventurers.
Hello, are you dating Strahd?
We are all
Okay,
Strahd.
this is an intervention.
There's people your age, man.
We're here to see the Burgermeister.
Yeah. We're here to see-
Okay, yeah. Eventually, the one of you is like, Clyde is like, "Hey, we're here to see the Burgermeister," and Ismark kind of shuffles through the large crowd. And it's like, sorry. Yes, hello. I'm Izek Kolyanovich. I'm the Burgermeister of Barovia.
Wait, you said is it?
Izek.
You know what?
Okay.
Is it? I'm the Burgermeister now. You get.
Is it?
Well, I didn't vote down.
Is it like you just all of a sudden has all sorts of electrically powered things become steampunk in like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, he's just
That's a
getting more and
joke.
more Cockney accent. Oh, you like? Is it? So,
Before it becomes incomprehensible.
it ends just babbling. So the woman says, "Oh, hello. The Burgermeister didn't tell me he was expecting you." And he says, yes. My apologies. This is an urgent matter. I left immediately shortly after burying my father. I'm sure you've heard. He goes, "Oh yes, we got an earlier notification from your village. I'm very sorry." And he goes, "Yes. I'm here with my sister and my compatriots who have offered to escort us. Can we please come in?" She says, yes, of course. And she opens the wide doors and they make this loud... And she ushers you into a hallway. As you enter sort of the main area, there's doors to your left and right. Framed portraits adorn the walls of this grand foyer. which features a wide staircase leading upwards ahead of you with a sculpted railing. A long carpeted hall attached to the foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion, and several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls. You notice earlier you do know that there is a Festival of the Sun coming up, last week's Festival of the Wolf Hunt. They like to party here. And you do notice that there was the phrase "all will be well" sort of plastered all over town, and like banners, and it's just painted on the side of buildings, and you found like the bulletin board to try and see if there was any side quests, and just plastered all over there. And you saw people making a giant sun, like a giant ball, like a 10-foot diameter ball out of twigs, and there's just more twigs, just kind of in bundles all over the floor.
Question, is this a cult?
Everything in Barovia is a cult.
Your air is part of a cult.
Well, not cults are secret. They're openly miserable. They're very much aware of what they're doing. So
I don't know if y'all are making the little ball whirl Strahd.
Yes, it's all just Strahd.
Everyone's Strahd.
Everyone's Strahd in different colored hats and makeup.
Including us.
Including you.
The twigs are Strahd.
Yeah, this is just Strahd's deeply ingrained psychosis. It's him in therapy.
No, that's why Barovia's like, in the mist, right? It's inside his brain.
It's all in his head. It's
we wake up and we are Strahd.
It's all in a snow globe. The entire show was a lie. So you notice this long hallway in front of you, and he says, "Yes, I believe I can put you in the waiting room if you don't mind waiting. I'll go get them immediately."
Are you proposing that we wait in the waiting room?
Correct.
Wait in the waiting.
I guess a den is better. It's very cozy. There's like a bearskin rug and a fire. It's very nice.
Do you have a tree I can climb?
Any lighter.
Bearskin. Bearskin, Cody.
Yeah, like, bearskin. Oh, man.
I'll take that.
Let me tell you, I have a bearskin rug. They're not as comfy as you think they are.
Do you have a tree I can climb, or dirt I can bury myself in?
You have to condition them.
Wait, what are you playing?
It's 100 years old. I don't think it gets more conditioned than that.
No,
like spray on.
actually condition it.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
You're playing a
100
reborn
years old. I
wizard
don't want
too.
to damage it. Just get in there with some
reborn what?
some L'Oreal.
Wizard.
Yes.
No.
I'm just
Reborn
condition the
Reborn
polar bear.
sorcerer.
Yeah.
Not leather conditioner for the underside.
You're using
It's so old, I don't think the bottom
mold
is
earth
done
to
with
bury
leather,
yourself quickly.
actually.
Well, the bottom is leather.
That was
But they
using
put
that
like a
previously.
padding underneath. Yeah, it's not just like skin. It's usually
Character
like
got left
something
behind
underneath.
and died.
Like
Oh,
big
speaking
twine.
of,
Huh?
we gotta get my.
Character got left behind and died because he buried himself.
Or do we have that already?
That's not what
I
I'm
think we have
saying.
Oh, okay. We gotta refold it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, I mean, you ask for a tree or some dirt. She's like, "There's a garden out back. Don't bury yourself in there, though."
Oh.
You'll disturb the tubers.
Speaking of burials, we'd like to address some very problematic rumors that we've been hearing about.
Oh
the
yes,
price
you
of
guys
burials.
you guys were real mad about the current state of the coffin industry.
Correct.
You feel that it holds a monopoly on the town's economy. Yes.
Well, and the Burgermeister isn't doing enough for the common folk. We need him to take action.
I'm not sure this is the right person to lodge
Coffin
a complaint
insurance.
to.
We're here to launch a direct action
I
protest.
start drawing on my whiteboard. See, price, person, poverty. Can you read this?
See, let's goes. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to read.
We should start like our own chain of coffin
literacy
rate.
places. We can call them like the coffin drops.
School hasn't been.
And then we can smuggle our steroid enhancements in our coffins.
Yeah, we're gonna sell Strahd herbal supplements.
I thought we decided that we're doing cremation by magic.
Oh, that's
That
right.
is
That's
also
right. That's
correct.
right.
Yeah, because we
Magic
don't want to use
cremation.
plant materials. We can't have coffins.
We could make that out of stone like dwarves do.
It's true. There's stone coffins that we smuggle our.
So wait, so
that's
if you
use
get buried
the
alive,
earth
there's nothing you can do.
As an herbal
Anyone haven't
enhancement.
got buried in a wooden
I mean, they used to eat
Salt,
mummies.
we'll call it
I mean,
solvent.
yeah, but
cream.
it's better than a
They
stone
ate
coffin.
mummies?
Yeah,
Who ate mummies?
A bunch of people.
a bunch of people.
Egyptians?
No one's eaten
No.
a
No,
mummy.
you're supposed to
it's-
grind up the bones and put it in the stuff.
It's an
Yeah.
aphrodisiac.
Allegedly.
A
Allegedly.
I don't
Not
need any
FDA
help
approved.
I'm evidently
But
fine.
it's an herbal supplement.
But it is an herbal
and it does
supplement.
work.
Wait, we're not.
They also made it into paint.
I'm not saying it's a good
Good
idea.
idea.
I'm just saying it's
yeah.
still
You know what I'm saying?
done.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it's been done before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even sure I'm willing to buy that.
No, yeah. They used to rob.
Yeah, I've actually heard of that
To
too.
rob Egyptian grave sites and eat mummies.
Yeah. And then they would turn them into mummy.
I might-
Okay,
They don't
first
eat
of all,
the mummy directly. They grind it up and they make the mummy powder.
first of all, we have not met
And they
anyone
mix
who's
it up
ever
with the
done
sweet
this, right?
tea.
We're talking
Yeah.
about people
Yeah,
doing
like
this like
old
thousands
days.
of years
Like
ago.
1950s.
More like like hundreds of
1950s?
years ago.
I think.
Yeah. They're like armchair
I need some
anthropologists.
water.
They used to like buy mummies and eat them.
Same with the mummy paint. I think it was until like the 70s where they ran out of mummy paint. It was like mummy brown, which I kind of want to get to paint my minis and be like, where'd you get this? This is a really old dead guy who I painted with paint made from a really, really
It's
old
a
dead guy.
necromancer.
It's a necromancer. It's very true to life.
Are you sure this just wasn't anti-grave robbing
Do you-
propaganda?
I might have a podcast.
If you're
Brian
rich
sends
enough
me
and you're
podcasts too.
white
They're
enough, the question always comes back down to, can I snort it?
Yeah.
And Keith Richards says yes.
One. And the answer is one.
Well, you can snort it once.
It's like you don't go skydiving without a parachute. Just once.
Just once.
You can do it.
Alright.
So the website, the
Well,
internet
and we have a
says,
big cat.
why did people
We have a big
eat
cat. Don't people eat cats for aphrodisiacs?
Some
Probably.
people eat cats just to eat cats for
Yeah.
nutrition, I'm certain.
I think some people
So
just don't
why?
like cats.
They are
Brian
assholes.
has a wide.
I mean, I have
It's-
cats
it's
and I love them,
Oh,
but
it's
they are
loaded. Okay, we
assholes.
got the little.
So you guys are all discussing the
And using them
fine...
to paint. They
Yeah.
use them to paint.
Yeah,
I'm like, really?
Calico is calico.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. So occasionally you'll get a free
That's
spicy
a
one,
good-looking
but-
cat.
He's like 6 months old.
Aw.
The baby.
We got him when he was 5 days old and had to bottle feed him.
Aw.
He was a
It's a
bang.
dick.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Listen, it's a cat. That you know what you signed up for.
Yeah,
He
it's
is.
a cat.
He is something else.
Well, my dog scares the crap out of us by like barking, just jump scares us. So I
Oh,
mean,
mine too.
Yeah, ours does too. We have a dog too. We have a pit bull.
Nice.
Yeah.
you're just like
Yeah,
you're
and
just petting them.
They sold the mummies in jars. too.
Yes.
Yep.
Mummy, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be in the waiting room.
Yeah, you're all. She's leading you to the waiting. You hearing
And this
you
is
all
the
talk about
conversation.
this. Yeah, she's like, I take it you're not from Barovia? Yes.
No.
I love how you guys are just all talking
Mummies.
about
We're
like.
looking for mummies.
Yeah, we're on a different quest now. Strahd can wait. We're here for the mummies.
I love how
Right,
you guys are
Ranger
like
is
all.
here, and I'm gonna get his autograph. God damn it.
I want
We got people back home willing to pay top dollar for this shit.
We don't care about killing Strahd. We just want to like make a coffin.
Yeah, you're all just like suddenly British and have like the explorer hats. We're here to claim your land and your artifacts for the glory of England. What?
Long live the king.
Long live the queen and the king. The sun never sets because there's no sun here. I'll be
never
taking
sets
your
in
corpses
Barovia.
now.
We'll pretend you.
We'll be taking your corpse.
I'll be taking your corpses now.
No, we have a problem with Strahd because the bodies keep coming back. They don't have
They
time
need to stay in the ground.
Yeah, they need to have time to
snort
develop their properties.
Yeah.
Dry them up.
So you guys are all walking through, and she just seems like very perturbed. Like, oh, okay. I don't know what any of that means. And she's like, yeah, okay. Like,
She's hella confused.
yeah, it's like, to be honest,
Okay.
not the worst thing I've heard from newcomers, but yeah, we should always use less dead people in Barovia. There's quite enough of them. And she opens the door to the dead.
And there's dead bodies.
I don't know why you store them.
You guys are just all talking
I
about
can't
like the
bury
best
the
way to like store dead bodies and grind them into powder when I'm playing a reborn skeleton.
She's like, hey, look, we keep them in the closet. You open his bodies fall out. Like, I don't have enough room.
They just keep dying.
I'm getting more
I guess you
coffins.
could say there's skeletons in the closet.
And also don't get more coffins. Those coffins are 2,500 gold
Did
pieces
you in
per
the closet? We
coffin.
have a skeleton in the closet.
It's fine. We have a deal. We get them basically, you're like, oh, you think that there's a issue of equity here. Oh, it's okay. No, we subsidize them from everyone's taxes, and then we distribute the coffins on a public health ground. It's very bad to leave rotting
Why are
bodies
there
out
taxes
the
in
street.
Barovia?
Socialism.
The taxes, because we pay taxes to the Devil Strahd, and if not, people go missing, and then we have more coffins. So we realized it was just easier to subsidize them than to not pay the taxes and then have them kill a bunch of our people.
So wait, if it's money that it's made out of trees and like plants, so would you have a problem with that?
No, we only use the top tier electrium, the most common coin.
And everyone likes to use.
Yeah, no,
Electrium.
yeah, he pulls out a coin, and you notice, like, everyone in Barovia, I'm converting it, but everyone in Barovia uses Electrium, and she pulls out this sort of hexagonal Electrium that appears to be stamped with Strahd's face. So yes, it's, Barovian
both
currency.
sides.
On both sides. Yeah.
Actually,
Heads or
hell.
heads?
Heads or heads, Strahd or other Strahd.
Like, oh, cool, double-headed sword. No, that's all. we
It's
have.
one side is Strahd, one is Strahd smiling with a thumbs up. It's the other Strahd.
In Strahd we trust.
Yeah, Strahd we trust. In Strahd we fear.
What's the other side? One
That's
side
the
is
other
the other side is
Stop signs are hexagrams, right? That's a hexagram?
Yeah.
Hexagon?
Hectagon, yeah, it's a hectagon.
Hectagon or hexagram?
Is it hex?
Hexagon.
Hexa here.
No, hex would be
Hex
6.
is not,
I think it's an octagon.
Yes, octagon,
8-sided?
It's octagon.
Yeah.
A stop sign's an octagon.
Okay.
A stop sign's a suggestion,
How
if we're
many,
being
how many
honest.
signs does
If there's not a
How
cop
many
around,
property?
if you don't get caught,
Yeah,
you're
only on
breaking
public
the law.
property.
how many
No,
sides does
private
this
property. It's a suggestion.
does this
Public
electric
property,
coin
you're
have?
gonna
It's a
get pulled over.
hexagram?
That's like when people are like,
That's 6
don't
sides?
run through that in the parking lot. I'm like,
Hexagon
that's
is
not, that's not law.
Right?
Hexagon is 6, heptagon is 7,
6-sided.
octagon is 8.
Yeah, so it's a 6-sided coin with Strahd's face on either side.
A 6-sided coin is a
No,
good
wait, are you
shape.
counting the faces as a side?
No, I mean like there's like 8.
There's
It's
8.
like 6. Like, all of our coins are dice. We are just really Strahd is that out of touch with reality. We also
Electrium dice.
yeah, we have a very large.
You can use them as caltrops.
Yeah, we also have a very large investment in cryptocurrency. Crypto focus on the crypt part. Basically, he takes the dead bodies. It's a fractionalized token representing one dead body, and then we trade that on the
So
exchange.
every dead body's an NFT.
Yeah, it is in fact non-fungible.
How do you feel about that, Cody? Oh, that's
Copy and
It's
paste
not,
this
it's not
on
plants. It's not a problem.
fungus is not plants. I thought we said fungus was a
Oh
plant.
god, don't get me started on the fungus.
thing.
Fungus is its own category.
It is.
Fungus is
They're
not.
both
Yeah, it's
living
not
and not
plant.
living, plant
Yeah.
and animal.
Yeah, you cannot kill the fungus in any way that matters. So she leads you into this room. You notice, as she's like talking to you about the intricacies of the currency. What? You notice that it's actually pretty comfy. Padded chairs and couches lining the walls of this cozy carpeted den. A roaring fire lies along the wall directly in front of you. The room reeks of pipe smoke, and mounted on the east wall is an angry-looking brown bear's head. As well as bear skin on the ground. So they use every piece of the animal. Very, very
Was
conscientious
it
of them.
cocaine bear?
It's got like a white line across the nose.
That I want to see.
I do too. So bad.
Right?
So bad.
For a good 15 minutes, this bear was the most dangerous creature in Barovia before it died of a heart attack.
It almost killed Strahd, and then
Almost
it
killed
killed
him. And then its heart came out. After that, no more cocaine. Prohibition. He banned it. People kept trying to give it to the wildlife to make them fight Strahd. But it was hard to find a bear, so then it was cocaine raccoons, and it was a whole mess.
Somebody actually, because of cocaine bear, is trying to make a movie called Meth Gator.
No, it's actually meth possum. So we had these conversations. Meth gator was one, but it's definitely meth possum.
Yes.
I was gonna say, it's just
Say that we were just talking about
Crack crocodile.
cocaine bear. It's a great. It's exactly what you get. I don't know if it's a good movie, but it's cocaine.
There's
How's
cocaine
our
and bears.
D&D
What more do you
movie
need?
planning coming?
I'm looking
Oh,
at
yeah,
I feel we're closing in on the D&D movie.
yeah,
and I
end of
don't feel like we have a
end of the
good
month.
plan.
Yeah,
End of the month,
31st.
take a turn on sale.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
figured.
Oh, when is it?
The
March
31st, I think?
30th?
Oh, damn.
March 30th, 31st? Yeah.
Yes.
Are we going the following weekend?
No, we're going 3:30 at
I'm
Bellaterra.
out.
In the middle of the day?
I'm in another country.
Oh, I'll be at work at 3:30 on a...
Actually,
no,
I might
3:30
watch
is a
it
date.
before all the
Oh,
time.
okay. I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
yeah, I
that
was like,
makes
I will
sense.
be in work. Sorry, guys, I gotta dab out early to go see a movie. Finger guns. All right.
Watch the movie.
I'm
The
taking
Office.
Braga's spot.
Hey, who's that? Never mind.
Richard,
You
I'm
wish you
going
knew.
to carefully, while no one's looking,
Yeah.
collect some of the soot and ash from the fire.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of put through all and goes, the Burgermeister will be with you in a moment. Then she closes the door and you all immediately just start grabbing stuff. Like, grab whatever you can put in your pocket.
I'm gonna go to the bear head on the wall, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my human skull, which I always have with me.
Sure.
And I'm gonna start making it kiss the bear head.
Oh my god.
All right, you're screwing around with the bear head, and it's like, all right, all right, grab anything that isn't bolted down, guys. You're just, like, opening the closet.
It's gonna.
All right, you're just like quietly waiting. Everyone's just moving around.
Yeah,
you.
as a paladin also, I'll probably be talking to the players and the other
grab the bear
paladins,
skin.
hooligans.
Wrap it around myself and use
My
wild
holy-
shape
my holy
transform
bear
into a
skin.
brown bear.
Yeah.
The hooligans.
You take the rug and turn into a bear.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
my solution.
All right. In the new D&D 1 playtest, you can't do that anymore.
It's like paladin,
Get
cleric,
turned into
paladin.
They completely reworked the wild
Yeah.
shape, so you don't actually pick an animal. You just pick 3 generic forms, and then it's just
For each type of.
It's really bad. Also, not a fan of what they did to some of the paladin stuff, but overall it's less bad. But the druid is terrible.
I know it's like it might be controversial, but I hate how monsters can't crit now. That was one of the most fun parts.
That's fine. Paladins can't either. I'm gonna say they can, but the rules, strictly speaking.
No, you can still use
rules as suggested is what I think of it as.
Yeah, isn't that what they're kind of saying? That's how they're
What's the D&D called?
Yeah.
One D&D.
One D&D.
I don't care.
I'm probably not gonna play it. All the classes they've released look bad. It's not interesting to play.
Yeah, just play 5e.
Just play 5e. Some of the updated rules are nice, like the base rules are nice, but everything else is like.
Eventually, we're gonna start feeling like the 3.5. The 3.5 people who feel like left in the dust.
I still have 23.5 books. We'll go back further. I'll get those 3.5 books. We'll bring it back next week. How do you guys feel about 30 source books?
I wonder how the guy who's been running that 2nd edition campaign for 40 years feels.
He's completely
Probably
indifferent.
pretty
Doesn't care.
Oh, this new rule date? That's weird.
Okay, I will check my spam.
So you turn into a whole bear, I guess. I didn't have a bear mini, but yeah, you're just a whole ass bear now.
Oh, there's bear now.
Yeah, the druid just took the bear skin and then wild shaped into a bear. So you're just like in the room. You two are like sitting quietly, trying to be respectful. Cleric, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe praying for the sweet release of death at this point. You're just thinking, be cool, be cool, be cool, and everyone's just running around grabbing stuff. He's making the head make out with the
Even
bear.
your paladin's trying to steal stuff.
Sure.
When you say pipe smoke, do you mean like dorm room pipe, or do you mean...
Yes. Listen,
are there any
I start looking for the weed for holy purposes.
Yeah, right. We need to go into our.
Are there any? Like, is there a pipe? Why does it smell like pipe in here if there's no piping tools?
You look around to see if you can find anything. You do notice there's like a couple of nice plush red couches. There's a couple of red chairs with like ottomans. There's a small table in between them with like looks like some tea, like a tea set. There's a green plush chair in the
like
back.
Like a Western tea set.
Yeah. Okay. There's a wider coffee table in front of one of the couches in the bottom right. It's a pretty small room actually. There's, let's see how. Okay,
Eastern
one square
tea set
is 5
a tea
feet.
set with extra steps.
It's true. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, there's 20 squares, there's 12 of you, so it's pretty packed.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to the tea set. We're gonna get some tea going.
Okay.
But check the desk for drawers or anything else.
You're not
I'm
going to
looking
use
for a
the ash
pipe.
in the tea, right?
No, the ash is for later.
When I was
skeleton.
that was my old one. I just getting
Pocket Ash! Now, if you miss Ash Wednesday, she's like, I'm catching up. Please protect me from Strahd. Please! And there's just a giant... Oh, and the bear takes up the entire, like, center area because it's large, so it takes up, like, most of the squares. So you're all kind of cramped in there.
Could someone gets on the bear?
Yeah, someone gets, like, one of you just kind of crawls on top, like, alright, we're gonna be fine, guys.
We got a bear.
Just start spanking it. Yeehaw!
Yeah, you take some of the tea, you pour it out, and it's like... You're like, oh, tea, and it looks like pitch black like coffee. You're like, coffee? Like, you're not sure what it's supposed to be. You're like,
Give the coffee to the bear.
It's like the most bitterest tea you've ever had. So
It's very overbrewed.
It's just super bitter and dark. Yeah, it's cold. Cold as the dead. The only cold they have in Barovia. You feel woken up a little bit though, like a chill down your spine.
I feel like I've just been poisoned.
You're like, I feel fine, guys. Oh, that's where they get all the bodies from.
Well, prestidigitation, I can heat the tea.
Okay, yeah, you want to heat it up? Sure.
Yeah.
You heat it up, and it tastes. It still tastes bad. It's just like now it's just hot. Yeah, you're like, all right, it's something.
Are those all planets and stuff on your hoodie? Is that a space hoodie?
Yeah, it's
Space hoodie.
Awesome.
Constellations. Okay. So you guys are in there. Anything anyone else wants to do before we move on specifically?
Burr will take like one of his fingers and put it over the fire and taste fried chicken.
Best part? $5. The hoodie?
Nice.
$5.
$5.
Yep.
Oh, I
We
will.
live right next to OCC campus, and they have a swap meet every Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, nice. I also live really close to OCC. Yeah, that's swap meet. They have a con too.
And we got a bunch. I have 2. He has 1. My wife has like 4. And my daughter has like 3 or 4. They love oversized hoodies. So
Oof,
Alright, you try to burn yourself, take 4 fire damage, I guess. As you're all just like, what? You're all like...
He all stuck his hand in a flame.
Yeah, you're all
to
screwing
see.
up, and he's like, hey, what's the bird doing?
He's hungry.
He's completely unfazed.
So when
He
I
just looks
heard,
at you.
when I heard burp, I was
This is
correct.
fine.
I ran out of seeds.
Reaches his hand and gets burned. Ow, that hurt!
You're like Ralph Wiggum.
I must be done now.
Smells like chicken.
Yeah, you take your now burnt
KFC,
hand and you start plucking the feathers off, and you're just like, really good. Everyone's just looking at you like... About the time you open, as you're all looking at him horrified, you hear the door open, and you hear, good evening, oh my god, there's a bear! As you all whip around, you see, looks like a pretty strange looking dude, kind of like balding, like a side sweep, wearing a long red robe with gold trim, accompanied by 2 large mastiffs. And you all just whip around, and Ismark and Irina are just kind of sitting in the corner, like on one of the couches, looking at each other. And Ismark's trying to keep her calm, but she's very freaked out. And also, there's a bear in the room that she was not expecting. And Ismark kind of whips and goes, no, it's fine. He's with us. And you just turn and go,
Live long and prosper.
the two
With your
dogs.
bare hand?
Yeah, he's all.
How many fingers do bears have?
I think they have
Enough.
4 total.
So they have a thumb nubbin.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a thumb little
four.
thumb claw. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
they
they
could
could do it.
technically
They could do it.
toss
Yeah.
it
Yeah, they go look like
More than
this.
more than a bird.
What
That's
is it?
true.
More than
no,
a bird.
you could birds
More than
can
a
move
bird.
his feathers around.
I mean, certain parrots have like the long claw thumb thing.
Yes.
I was referring
So
to the fact that I ate one of my fingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
two
something that
mastiffs
happened.
freak out and like their fur raises and they start barking. And Ismark's like, it's fine. He's just a druid, but it's like one of the good druids, not the other druids that live in Bonovia. Like one of the good ones. He's fine. He's one of the good ones. He gets a pass.
He's a bear now.
He's a
He's a bear
druid
now.
not from Barovia.
I take my human skull and use it as a puppet, basically just saying, "Don't worry, we're completely sane. We mean no harm."
If only one of you had bought Papa Strahd. Don't worry, we're completely sane. Do not be afraid.
You can't tell us this is the strangest thing you've seen this week.
Yeah, right? Don't worry, it can always get worse.
Oh, that's not true.
Don't worry, it'll
Just set
always
the
get
couch on fire. There we go.
Okay,
This is fine.
now I feel normal. It's like it wasn't weird enough,
Yeah.
so I was anxious. Now that the couch is on fire, I'm good.
There you go.
And we're still sitting on it.
No, it's
Yeah, no, he walks, and there's like a window on the other side as well. You guys are trying to push the couch out the window, like, hi guys, what's going on?
I hope this one expensive.
we can get another one, right?
Yeah, it's a donation to the cause. What cause? Yes.
We'll get you more ultra.
Yeah,
whatever.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All right. So,
Help us.
yes, you walk. This guy kind of like puts. The room is very cramped
I
at this
can
point
see
because
that
of the
being
bear.
chill.
He kind of walks
Somebody
into the room. He has maybe like 5 feet of space, like him, bear, and he's like right up next to the side of the bear, and kind of looks at Ismark and goes, you are Ismark, correct?" And he goes, "Yes. My apologies."
We're definitely helping local relations.
He's like, "Please pardon the bear. I don't know why he liked the rug and thought he
Sorry,
liked
we're being
it anyway."
unbearable here.
Don't you ask where the rug went?
You know what? If I walked in and I saw where my bearskin rug was, a whole bear, I wouldn't ask what happened to the rug.
I would have just shut the door back. Like,
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what? I'll come back later.
Second thought.
Oh, wrong room.
Nope.
Hey, Strahd,
Nope.
Cost Strahd. Hey, we got another
This
bear.
is not the bathroom.
Yeah. So he says, yes, and he comes and goes, friends, and he kind of air quotations at the current state of affairs. He goes, this is the Burgermeister of Valaki. This is Baron Vargas Valakovich. He's the one who oversees the town. Baron, I am sorry to intrude with my card today like this, but I'm afraid I have bad news. And he goes, "Oh yes, my friend, I've heard about your father's death. I'm very sorry. Of course, me and your father worked together for many years. If there's anything I can do to help you, if I guess perhaps we could talk somewhere a little less crowded and more private." And he goes, yes, perhaps that would be best. Do you have an office somewhere? He goes, yes, on the second floor. It's no problem. And he gets up and he kind of looks at Irina, who's still just like completely zonked. She's just out of it. And he kind of looks at all of you and goes, like he's really thinking about it. He's like, you know what? It's probably best if you stay here.
I will transform back into a human.
Cool. You transform back into a guy just holding the rug above his head, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Thank you."
I'll return this.
Yeah, he was taking this kind of sorry about that. And he says, and Isma goes, "Okay, yes, please, if you could all just look after her for a little bit, I'm going to."
Okay,
and he gives finger guns and he just walks out the door and goes, yes.
When he turns around, I will use Wild Shape again to transform into a regular-sized spider, just to leave someone following him to make sure nothing goes too wrong.
Okay, you,
Now, hold on, we're in Barovia. What is a regular-sized spider?
You turn into a giant spider.
You're bigger than the bear.
He breaks the house.
A material plane spider.
Like a very small spider, like one of those like tiny ones that's just so irritating because you can't kill it.
Not with that attitude. Those tiny spiders will know the fear of God.
If you need a flamethrower, you're good. That's what I'm saying.
Hairspray and a lighter.
Yep. Alright. So yeah, you guys watch as he turns back to normal, and then you watch as he seemingly just disappears, and he was like, oh well, I guess...
Spider, dude!
Wham! He turns back.
Brian, should we send you in with Ismark to do the negotiation with the Burgermeister?
I'm not very charismatic, but I'm happy to.
Yeah, you're our
I'm happy to make things
making
worse.
sure nothing happens to Ismark.
I am happy to make things worse.
Yeah, you and Kai stay on Ismark, make sure nothing happens.
That's what I'm doing as well.
And you got a spider.
You got a spider.
You got a spy spider.
A spider.
Normally sized spider, though.
Yeah, normally.
Not Barovia.
Is it a druid? Did you turn?
Yeah, I'm a druid.
You're in my hair. You're in my head.
He's in your ear. He's whispering stuff to you. It's like an earpiece.
He's like, how cool was it when I was a bear?
Let me take my favorite bear facts.
Much cooler.
He's like, my cousin's in a movie or something about cocaine.
I cast a message to Cody and I say lay eggs in his ear.
Let me tell you my top 5 favorite bear facts. Step 1, bam! Alright! No.
Wait,
no more.
Wouldn't that...
Yeah, his head just explodes. Alright, so you...
Fun fact.
So the wizard, the dwarf wizard, and, Kai, did you want to go with him?
This paladin.
Yeah.
Alright, and one of the paladins, offered to go with him, and he gets Ismar kind of looks at him and goes, alright, and he goes, these two, hope you don't mind, will accompany me. They're part of my group that I've sort of asked to assist me. They've are fresh arrivals in Barovia, if you couldn't tell. He just gestures. You all look very different. You're all wearing like different colored clothes and armor, and like we got like a bird, we got a halfling, we got a dwarf. It's a very.
You have a pink goat.
You have a pink goat. Yeah, you have a hot pink tiefling.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a dusty pink, but yes, it's
like like a pastel.
Tiefling.
Yes. Oh yeah, you have the goth cottage core elf.
Cottage bro.
Cottage bro.
And a skeleton.
And just a whole skeleton.
And a bird.
And a bird who's currently munching on his own fingers.
Yeah.
Pulls a little thing of like honey mustard and just.
We have
that's looking good.
We have rations, bro.
Chicken fingers and custard.
Dr. Harry.
Fish fingers.
No, it's fish fingers.
Fish fingers.
Chicken nuggets.
It's a fish finger.
It's a
fried
fish.
It's just a fish.
It's like a fish stick, yeah. So you guys go with him.
Kind of stopped.
They do.
The little spider falls into your hair or whatever.
Yeah.
None of you have noticed, luckily.
The spider?
Yeah, I don't think any of you have noticed.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, you're not looking. You're like, oh, he disappeared. The problem has been solved. Like you were just willing to accept that he is not here anymore, and you're like,
He's not here.
great.
He's not a bear.
Those are 2 positives. I'm not seeing a downside
Finally, we
here.
can burn everything to the ground.
And we're still at no kills on anyone so far. We haven't committed a single war
This is
crime yet.
unacceptable. Well, I mean, I do have a decapitated human skull in my hand, so.
Look, prior crimes don't count.
Damn.
Yeah, listen. What happens outside of Barovia stays outside of Barovia. It's reverse Vegas, alright? So this is what the guy looks like, by the way. He's generally kind of creepy and disheveled, and then there's 2 big dogs. So you...
He calls me weird.
So you, Ismark, the Baron, and the 2 dogs, you watch as they go out and they turn left down the hall, and they walk... they turn right the way you came, and you can see them sort of walk away, and then you hear them going up the stairs. So 2 of you guys have left. You've split the party. What do the rest of you want to do before we move to what the Baron and
3.
3 of you.
I'm gonna stay and protect the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay and protect the room.
I'm
Hey,
actually
you
gonna move from my couch with the cleric and the paladin next to Irina.
Yeah, okay. Like, you guys, like, pick up the couch with Irina on it, you kind of put it in the center of the room, and you form, like, a circle, like the Secret Service.
Oh, and it's also on fire spell, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we definitely put out the fire.
Yeah. Like, as he walked in, you were just like, hey, what's up? You take the tea. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, right? You didn't eat this tea, right?
I'm gonna start making my human skull snack on his finger.
What the heck?
I'm gonna go with that. What?
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just start doing some party combat.
So
Sooner rather than later.
You guys-
Hey, he made fried chicken,
Yeah,
okay?
so you guys form a protective perimeter around Irina, like the Secret Service. You all just kind of stand there very stiffly, like.
Feel protected.
Feel protected. Feel safe. Are you feeling safe?
Snap out of it!
Snap out of it.
You're safe!
You're safe.
Smack, you're safe!
No one.
We're protecting you!
I was gonna comfort her a little less dramatically.
It's very mixed messages. He's like, be safe. And he's like, it's okay, honey. Be safe. He means well. He does.
I was back the other way.
You're completely fine!
You're not helping.
Just divine smite,
I wasn't
like.
trying to!
Divine slap.
Would you like some fried chicken in these trying times?
So, yeah, as the four of you are walking with Ismar, you just hear kind of like general like scuffling and then low-key yelling coming like coming through the floor, and you're just like, she's gonna be fine. Ismar kind of turns back and starts walking like, no, she's fine, she's gonna be fine. Listen, man, there's nothing, it's in God's hands now. You just like push her up the
At least,
The fact that there's noise means things are going well.
holy people have a good head.
It's the cleric.
Yeah.
3
come
paladins
here,
are all
come
bad crazy. I'll take the
Thank
chill shit.
I think the fact that they can hear noise is a good sign.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there are people still alive in the
with
room.
the other Burgermeister.
Arwen?
Yeah,
So they're both in the
R1 and then
room.
the second one.
Yeah.
So the second one we just came to meet.
Barovia, Burgermeister, Burger.
It's a meeting at the
Yeah, you got there.
Meeting of the Meister.
Yeah, the meeting
Yeah,
of the Meister.
we're going to meet the Burger King.
Yeah, it's the Meister meeting. The Merry Meister.
That's Strahd. Strahd is the Burger King.
Yeah, he is we agree that he is the Burger King. He rules over all
He
the
has like the
Burgermeisters.
plastic hat on.
Yeah. I will have it my way, goddammit. What's your way? I don't know, violence?
Good choice.
All the burgers come with a little seared image of Strahd, and you're like, oh, come on!
And they're all made of Strahd.
It comes in a bag with that like thing of straw giving a thumbs up.
Yeah. So, yeah, you three, I guess four with Ismark, you guys climb up the stairs. The staircase climbs 20 feet to a beautiful, beautifully appointed gallery that continues towards the west, running almost the length of the mansion. Framed landscape paintings line the walls. Red silk drapes cover a 10-foot-tall arched window of leaded glass that lets in light. So it's like a very long hallway. There's like a platform in between. It's not just 20 feet straight up. And it kind of makes an L shape. And as he's walking by, he goes, "So, Ismark, tell me, now that we have a little bit more peace," and then from the bottom, we hear, "Now that we have relatively more peace, what
Guess
brings
we're
you
okay.
here?"
This is a peaceful day.
And he goes, "Yes, it's because everything is fine. All will be well in Valaki. What can I help you with?" And he goes, "Well, I'm afraid I come to you with dark tidings. As you know, my father died of a heart attack after, our mansion was besieged by Strahd's minions." And he goes, "Shh, you don't mention that name here. You don't mention the devil." And he goes, "Okay. The big creepy guy who lives up in the castle that likes to eat people killed my father. I'm very sorry to hear that."
That's okay.
Yeah, right? You hear the spider for the world's smallest violin. You guys hear that? No. We're gonna pretend we don't. It's better if we don't hear it. Exactly. So you guys kind of go down the hall. You hang a left. You hang a right towards a long hallway. There appear to be 4 doors. You go through the first door to your left, and he opens it into what looks like a large library. Floor-to-ceiling shelves cover every wall of this windowless room, and the number of books contained here is nothing less than astounding. It's a good 20-foot tall, very wide, just books every single corner with a big desk in the middle that also has books, a nice chair, and there's like a quill and an ink pot, and what looks like a scrap of leather and some paper.
And behind it, like a weapon of some sort.
What?
like a counter weapon, like a shotgun.
No.
Or more accurately, like a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, it's just got like an old-fashioned blunderbuss sitting above it, like in case of bear. A brass lamp sits atop a large desk.
That was actually a thing during the time period in America.
The chair behind the desk is comfortably
having a shotgun on your bedside in case a bear attacked.
Well, have you tried just locking your doors?
Early America, before locks were that good.
Dude,
yes, lock your doors. That'll stop the bear.
Or they try and go through dog doors, and it's just the bear head and it's stuck, and you're like,
hey, bear.
You didn't think the through, did you? And it's like, you kind of getting to slowly push it out, like, no, thank you.
Why are you pushing it out? New dog.
New dog.
You're like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, you shake his
There are
head.
people who find like bear cubs and go, oh, a puppy, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
it grows up and it's a bear, and they're like,
Yeah, that's a weird looking Pomeranian. It's
My dog's
400
name is
pounds.
Bear.
Yeah, that's a fucked up looking dog.
Oh, the video of the guy like, hello friend, can I take you in? It's just a whole coyote. And he has like a brush, he's like, it's okay, friend. The coyote's like, ah. And, like, it doesn't even bite, it just confuses him. And he's like, it's okay, friend.
Screaming.
Come on, let's go in the house. I'll take care of you. And the coyote's just like,
Then he gets inside and it's warm and he's like, oh, damn.
Like,
Okay,
and that's how we domesticate a dog.
Hey, look, vodka.
So, there's a chair behind the desk, comfortably padded, as a symbol of a roaring bear stitched into its back cushion. Let's see. As you all... let's see... Okay. You do notice, sort of on a mannequin to the left, appears to be what looks like a full getup for the Baron. It appears to have like a nice breastplate, a rapier, a silk tunic, and it's all just kind of like hung up.
For the bear?
yeah,
Like bear armor?
no.
No, there's like a bear stationed to the chair, and there's like a mannequin with like a set of armor
Oh,
on
a
it.
set of armor.
That's definitely bear armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the bear
It
dress.
doesn't
up.
fit well, but
Yeah, and I think there's just armor like that in Skyrim. It's just vaguely bear-shaped. So, you kind of walk in, he goes, please, come in. As a wizard, you walk in, you're like, well, this place is great. There's books everywhere.
Nerd.
We're at a D&D table.
Hot kettle.
Let's see.
That's actually
I need water.
Yeah, you're looking through the books and,
And
it's like,
I'm out
oh
and
man.
out,
But it's
so
all
I
just like those
decided
books
to
on
take
like
one of these,
leadership,
but
like
don't
corporate
wanna
leadership.
steal
Like,
from
these
the
books
top.
suck. Why do you have the entire Ayn Rand collection? This is garbage. Let's see here.
how to build successful teams.
Oh God.
You know, how to get to Y's.
Did you hit a really spicy
this
one?
guy?
Yeah, right? Why do you have 5 copies of the Fountainhead? So you walk in and he kind of like gracefully moves and takes a seat at the counter. He kind of leans forward and goes,
Did
so,
you hit a really spicy
you say you are in dire straits. What can I, the humble Baron of Valaki, do for you? And Ismark says, I'll cut straight to the chase. My sister Irina is in great danger. She is attracted the eye of the devil. We're trying to get her out of sight of Castle Ravenloft, friend. And he goes, I see. Was that the young woman downstairs with him? He goes, yes, that's my sister. Your father spoke of her, but I have never seen her before. She looks vaguely familiar. Has she come here before? And he goes, I don't think so. So he kind of looks at the two of you, is like, and he goes, oh, okay. I just, she looks vaguely familiar. Okay, well, so you wish for us to give her shelter? And he goes, yeah, I would very much appreciate it. Our next stop, if you are not able to assist us, is Krezek. And he goes, Krezek, that place, so sanctimonious. No, she is of course welcome. The daughter of my old friend is of course welcome to stay with us for as long as she needs. Here, the devil cannot enter these walls, and as we know, all will be well. Also, we are having our a new festival of the sun in just a day's time. Why don't you stay as my my honored guests? We do the ceremony. We light the giant wicker sun. Maybe we hunt some wolves. It's a good time.
Hold
What
on.
prevents the devil from coming into this area?
Our positive, upbeat attitude. We have a can-do attitude.
The can-do Vlakian attitude.
Yeah, we can-do
What was
attitude
that?
and just a lot of weapons.
What was that? Was the saying you said was?
All will be well.
Because all will be well.
All will be well. Like, yeah, it's like, see, this guy gets it. But yeah, see,
It's called manifesting.
Yeah, look it up. Read a book.
Can I fix someone?
so, in other words, So he's like, well, we have a sturdy walls that keep out all the wolves and the other monsters of the night. We have well-trained guards. Everyone in Vallaki is trained at least in some degree how to fight. Also very good with torches and pitchforks. Very good at driving bad things out. If that doesn't work, we have a few trained warriors. Our tavern is the most popular in Barovia. We get all sorts coming through that have, like your friends here, and he gestures to the two of you, who have come through and have offered to help us from time to time. So we are very well protected. I believe, it is my firm belief that if we can make everyone in Vallaki truly happy, even in the darkest of times, that we may one day escape the grasp of the devil and find freedom outside of this land.
Copium.
Copium, elf, seed, cope, touch grass. So that is what he says. So yeah, so he appears to have taken your offer. And before that, he goes, yes, in fact, you know what? I can get into you that, Irina was her name? Ismark says, yes, her name is Irina. I know just the person who can look after her. And he goes, if you give me just one moment. And, he kind of reaches under this and pulls out a bell and goes, ding, ding, ding. And he goes, what's his name? And he goes, Izek, could you come in there for a moment?
Wait, there's Izek and Ismark? Too close. I'm not going to be able to keep them apart.
You'll be able to identify them by how they look. Izek is where? No one ever asks is how. How is Izek doing? So yeah, there is Ismark. I do not believe the Baron has a mini, at least not one that I have. And you watch. Let me see if I can get a description. There should be.
I assume it's the funny hand.
I heard it was wonky hand. Is it funny looking? Funny acting?
There's something
weird hand.
He's weird.
He's
the guy with the dolls.
Manually challenged.
His hand was injured in a horrible accident. He's got
He's digitally challenged.
He's just a tridactyl. He's
a tridactyl?
Yeah, he just has an extra finger, and everyone's like, he's a funny hand.
I do have a friend, and she has a claw. She actually has a funny.
So if he just had the extra finger, he's the guy that killed Igor Montoya's father.
Yeah, right. Do you have an extra hand on your finger?
Genital defect.
Can you push the?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Right. Let's see.
That was a bit extreme.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so the door opens and a pretty large man walks in.
That happens. His hand looks funny.
Wait, a pretty large man or a pretty large man?
He's very pretty. He also has like the very goth cottagecore, very nice frilly pink dress. Yeah.
He's like Fabio with the messed up hand.
That's interesting. No, he's definitely weird.
He's definitely not allowed to take care of Irina. That's all.
So you walk in and you witness this absolute just like a beast of man. This guy's huge. Like you're a dwarf, but this guy is like probably like he looks like he's almost too like large size in game term. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Human?
Yeah, he appears to be human.
Just call human.
He's bald. He carries. He looks like he has a massive axe slung over his shoulder. And you remember, like, yeah, I think I've heard that. You're like looking at him, like, Izek, right? And you as a spider, are like, like, you hear that? No. You can see the spider which just hiss, just like aggressive. No. Aggressive hissing.
Actually, I have a plan.
He's tapping on his head in Morse code.
I'm gonna climb up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Bite his ear.
I know this is a plan for in case things go sour.
In case this is the funny hand man.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
And this massive man walks in.
I didn't go back to normal form.
He has a large cape, and he wears some pretty cool kind of like leather armor, and he has what looks like a wolf pelt slung over his shoulders. He carries a massive axe, and you walk in, you see he has just like his one arm looks normal, and you're like, oh, thank God. And then you slowly turn and look at the other one, and it's just this massive, like, almost looks like chitinous black hand with elongated claws with long nails and barbed spines sticking out of it.
That's not a funny hand.
That's not funny at all. I'm not laughing.
Funny how?
Not funny hand.
Not funny hand.
This is the guy doing the dolls?
Yeah, this is Izek. Here's a photo of him.
These claws help him make.
There's a photo of him. He's bald with his freaky claw hand.
What's his name?
That's that guy from God of War.
The toy guy's making the dolls. This guy's coming into the toy shop threatening to burn down the toy shop.
Unless he makes all the porcelain dolls of Irina.
That looks like Irina.
Yeah.
So we don't like this guy.
He's just a friend. Like he's just
he's never met her. He's dreaming of her. It's weird, and I'm not.
He just watches her on Twitch and sends her money.
He's what is
a simp.
Sounds like Strahd to
I was
me.
gonna say wage slave.
Well, everyone's a slave in Barovia, either to the bourgeoisie or just actual vampire draining the lifeblood of the working class.
So apparently that's
so
what
it's not funny hand. It's demonic,
it's
monstrous
hands that people
hand.
don't talk about.
Yeah.
They just don't
I was
mention
thinking like a withered little
yeah,
no.
me too.
Like that guy, take my strong hand.
No, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, you walked in, you're like, oh, the guy with the weird. Oh my god.
this is what's happening. I looked.
You look to
Funny
Kai.
hand?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you look to Kai and you're both just like,
now that's a hand.
yeah. The spider, you're on the ceiling and you hear from like a really tiny, holy crap. You look at like, what the hell? And then from downstairs, you guys are all taking around like, it's alright.
What does her hand look like?
It's a big.
It's like a
black hand.
giant demonic claw. It's like huge. Like his
Got
normal
like
hand is
bars.
like this, and the other one's like an extra 3 feet long
Think
with a
Hellboy,
massive
but with claws.
Yeah. This thing looks like it could tear you to shred with just the hand. He also carries like a
It's
headsman's axe.
not a funny hand. It's a scary hand.
So the rest of you are downstairs with Irina, trying to calm her down. You're trying to give her the bitter tea, and then you just hear, "Oh my God!" from upstairs, and it's like,
Do you want to help?
Do I have detect magic? I think I'm gonna cast detect magic.
that requires. Are you just gonna look at her and be like, "Hold on 1 second, I gotta figure out what your deal is."
No, that's Kai.
No, that's
People
right.
downstairs.
Cleric.
No, I mean, detect magic. What is that? And I mean, it's verbal and somatic. I think is that
Okay.
magic?
Okay, you're like, "Hey, is that magic?" And you kind of look at each other like, "Totally nailed it." And
The spider pings.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. You can see like the spider kind of glows from your point of view. You're like, oh.
That's what I'm about playing.
The
I'm
arm does it.
gonna cast
So
message.
what school?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I think you're downstairs with us.
Yeah, you're downstairs with us.
Yeah, you guys
can
just
cast
hear.
magic through walls.
Yeah, you guys kind of hear the bell ring, and you just hear like a big. What the hell? And you both kind of look like, I think it's going great. Everything's
Yeah,
going
they're
just fine.
That sounds like a hell of a time to me.
Yeah, that was a surprise, not a
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Luckily, we sent Kai up there to get killed by the claw.
I know.
You're right where you're supposed to be, Kai.
Kai volunteered.
I'll just sit here and drink
So
this
it's not
tea.
some little thing. It's a.
Yeah, it's a scary claw.
It's so funny. I have this funny looking hand.
That is what I was told or what I remember.
Yeah, you told me it was like.
When I get back, I was told it was a funny
I mean,
hand.
Blinsky said it was like it's a strange, it's a little funny looking. Like he was very much trying to downplay it and
Yeah.
be polite, but also like it's like that thing. It's like everyone.
Yeah, but that's
knows
kind of a
normal-
dick move. Like, you should tell me that
Yeah.
thing
But
could rip
it's
my
freaking
face off
scary,
instead of like,
yeah.
ha ha ha.
I mean, he told you the guy threatened to
You're trying to
burn
be
down his
polite, I
shop
get
every
it.
month.
You can burn down your shop with a funny hand.
But yeah, that
It's not
wouldn't be.
a funny
But
hand.
Let's review.
Blinsky's
Like,
insane.
this is not a funny hand either. Like a funny hand. I mean, like finger pointing
What do
is
you want,
funny hand.
clown?
Like, you
Yeah,
just-
it's a funny hand. He's got a
funny.
muppet on it, like, hey guys, that's very funny.
He's got a sock on his
It's the Strahd
head.
Muppet. That's Strahd the whole time. It's like
You know when
Wizard
you
of
draw
Oz.
the eye in the mouth and do this? That's a funny hand.
I'm gonna burn your shop down, I swear to God. But then he wouldn't make him the doll. He'd be like, oh, he's not serious. When he said the guy with the funny hand threatened to burn my shop down, and then he took him seriously, you should bet there's probably something wrong there.
But maybe not the hand. I mean, maybe a psyche. I was thinking he had a gimp hand and he was screwed up in the head because kids made fun of him as a kid. But
Gimp hand?
Not a demon hand.
All problems can be solved with the multi.
Listen, in Bonovian humor, very funny. This is,
We should have known because of Blinsky's shop.
yeah.
It's no fun to
It's
Blinsky.
no
Is
fun.
Molotov cocktail culturally insensitive?
Not in my opinion.
Not if you're Ukrainian.
Not if it's funny.
Wait, Molotov what?
Cocktail? Just a bottle of vodka.
Oh, I know.
With
Yeah.
a raggin. Yeah.
With
doesn't
the
necessarily
ragged.
have to be vodka.
It solves every problem. You have a new problem, everything's on fire. But the original
It
problem,
could be gasoline.
Right. So you guys
Moonshine.
are all just kind of freaking out, and you're like, hey, is that hand magic? From a strictly academic point of view. It's gonna get turned to Kaya's like,
And that's my verbal and somatic for.
yeah, you're kind of like, I got it. You detect it looks like strong amounts of conjuration. And,
Oh, that is not
but
good.
potentially, and a little bit of evocation. It's like a mixture. Like, there's clearly, you don't know, like, it's clearly pretty strong because the guy just has a fully functional arm sticking out of his body. And he just kind of looks at you and says, he has kind of a low gravelly voice. Yeah, you notice it runs all the way up and like connects to his shoulder.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be a construct.
No, like it looks
not
like
a Pharaohs from Dungeons or from Dragonlance.
Yeah, this is like a fully like fleshy arm, and he just kind of looks at you and he takes two of his massive claws and he like snaps them together. And as he does, he conjures...
From a funny hand.
Yeah, from a funny hand. And he conjures a ball of fire into his hand. And he just goes... and he says it has like this low kind of almost whisper, and he goes, yes, the hand is magic.
So Faye giggles and laughs. That's the coolest thing ever! How did you do that? What happened?
And
I knew it. I just knew it was magic.
Ismark kind of looks at him and goes... and finally kind of clicks in his head who this guy is, and he's like... Okay, I take it this is your right-hand man? I mean, it's like...
That never gets old. That's good.
Please sarcastic message so we can actually communicate with A, our teammates, and B, I need to know if I'm allowed to do death from above.
To attack him?
To fall
in
on?
the Burgermeister's house.
In the Burgermeister's house. With the Burgermeister's man. In the Burgermeister's town.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast a message to Cody and say, I heard screaming. Are you guys okay?
No, we need reinforcements. Help!
But it's all right.
Glad you messaged that. I didn't hear.
How do you message that? Is it
Isn't it a?
It's
He just has spider thoughts. Flies, flies, yum, webs.
I say to the rest of the party, oh, they're completely fine.
Sounds about right.
He's fine. It's not, they'll let us know.
So does the claw hand? Does he answer my questions? I'm like, cool.
He speaks in this low whisper.
How did that happen? Where did you get it?
Yeah,
Was there a wizard that cast it?
Yeah, you're actually like trying to play it off as interesting. Like, why? Like, oh, this is super cool. Like, what model is this?
No, I am. My character is really.
Oh yeah, no, I figure as much.
It's a wizard, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, where is this from? Like, look at the articulation.
I told it was funny, but it's not really funny looking.
He just kind of looks at you, and he just kind of looks at you, and he just goes to reach for the axe, and the Baron goes, Isaac? And Ismark goes, give her a moment. She's a very talented mage, but very confused. We haven't seen anything quite like that. And he goes, well, no one has. He's been with me most of his life. Got him when he was a kid. His parents killed by wolves. And you notice that as you're kind of like fawning over this arm, he is kind of like, you're kind of like moving it, and he's like, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and the ball of fire goes out, and he goes, I lost my arm when I was a kid. I woke up one day many years later, and this was attached. I don't know where it came from, but
Strahd
it's
must like
extremely useful for doing my job.
You should have joined the army.
There really isn't an army in Barovia.
Look, he just needs some therapy. He could be an ally.
And when he snapped,
I can fix him.
And I knew it was a conjuration type magic, but was it a flame? Was there heat coming from it?
It appears to be like, yeah, it's like a. It looks like he just basically did the equivalent of like what do you call it? I think it's just called conjure flame. You just conjure a little ball of fire and you can like throw it at people.
I stroke my beard and I kind of like feel up the arm.
Okay, yeah, and he's kind of like,
exactly.
Okay, yeah, like he seems a little annoyed at first, but then he actually seems like kind of cool with it. Like everyone else freaks out about the arm, but he's just like, oh, he just starts telling you about the arm. Like, yeah, he doesn't know much other than he woke up one day and he just basically had a prosthetic arm, but it's like a fully functional giant demon claw. And it's, so it's huge. Like, the palm of the hand is, like, the size of your face. Like, it's just, like, you can see from the little mini there. He's got the little ball of fire in there. That one, it looks like it's just the hand, but it's the whole arm is just,
See?
You just woke up and wanted to kill He-Man. He-Man!
That's our skeleton friend.
So, yeah. So you're talking about that.
Is it? I can't do this. Where's the paladin? Is
This is the paladin. Yes.
Is he evil?
You want to check? I think paladins can check.
Yeah, you need divine sense. Yeah.
It detects good and evil. You can all test that.
Sense can only detect what type of creature it is.
Really?
It detects undead, fiend, fae, and demons and devils.
Well, that's no fun.
And undead, right?
Yeah, we can tell if the harm is Venus in the
No, it can detect good and evil. So as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell
Or desecration spell,
or
that
know
too.
the location of any celestial fiend, undead, or within 60 feet. Is
Are
that
you a
not
paladin
covered?
as well?
Or celestial.
Yeah, we have
I don't
to-
think he's an angel.
Yeah, he's also
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably not angelic.
It's you. I talk to the paladin.
Technically, it's like 20 eyes in it. Like, do not be afraid. I'm very afraid.
I am an angel of God.
Which god?
Claw
Like
guy
seven
that's
angels
really
in the
targeting
Bible.
the paladin.
One of them is
Are you good or evil? Or...
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
the Bible's goofy.
Yeah.
Right, but this idea that the
God,
angels
what
are
are you
dick,
looking
they're not. They didn't do anything. He's a cart.
And, yeah, you're like, I'm an angel of God. Which God? Don't ask questions.
I heard the Bible's goofy, and then I got
A god,
interested.
a good god, a god, a good god, a god. A god you can worship for power.
Saint Cuthbert. Saint Cuthbert. I'm an angel of Saint Cuthbert.
Take this white Russian.
Go play some bowling and chill out, man.
Actually, could appear awareness to detect sex workers.
Molotov cocktail.
What God? Prince.
Right?
One god prince.
Oh, is that the spell? Okay, let me find
We
it.
bathe in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Become gods.
Manage my
Is
spells.
that Lake Wobegon? Is that what's his name?
Oh,
You're
he got
looking for
canceled.
detect evil
Did
Can
and
you
good.
believe the Me Too movement
For the
took out
duration,
Garrison
there's an
Keillor?
average
Yeah, that's huge.
celestial
I believe Garrison Keillor
Keillor's like-
took out Garrison Keillor.
He's like the nicest guy ever.
Minnesota nice, Dave. Minnesota nice.
Let's get
It's,
Lake
the radio
Wobegon?
show.
Lake
Yeah.
Wobegon.
Well, nice to you.
Yeah, nice. I think he canceled himself. I think is the problem
He's
here.
like that Gilbert guy that just canceled
Oh
himself.
yeah. Well, that one was that guy.
He's a
goofy
comedian,
statements.
right? So when comedians are doing weird things, you can never, I
Yeah,
watched
but
that
if the
comedians in
comedian does
cars.
something that causes an uproar, they kind of know it's
They
causing
did their
an uproar.
job, right?
Well, no, but here's my thing: if they keep doing it after the public is already, that's when it's like, well, now you're just being a dick. So
Yeah.
if you get canceled, I don't really feel bad
good or
for
evil?
you.
It's just, we don't say Dick, we say Leonardo.
He's just being a DiCaprio.
We don't.
We have defined
If he's
it,
riding that
defined
line,
sense, but that's gonna tell us
Al
if it's like
Franken was
a
also-
very powerful evil,
Really?
so like strong.
Al
Yeah, Al
Franken.
Franken.
But I don't
Yeah.
think
He's
it's
like one of the
possible.
nicest,
It was
funniest
all
guys
Ivan, okay.
ever.
Apparently not. I think that's the key line is apparently not.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do you want to use divine sense, Kai?
I don't think they can. Is what
So
we
we're
we have to
thinking that
counsel.
divine
Detect good and
sense-
evil will work.
Will it? I will.
Well, detect good and evil of the spell, but
Yeah.
he's just trying to use paladin divine sense, right?
You probably have that prepared, right?
You have to take good people.
He's got it written down, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Written down.
Okay.
So they're suggesting
They are. Oh no, they're not. We haven't done that
Detect good and
here.
evil.
Detect good and evil just attacks the light.
So I asked him just straight out: Are you good or evil? Are you friend or foe? Do I need to be worried about this claw?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're looking over, like, do I need to be worried about this? As you're like staring down the face of a massive claw, like death claw hand.
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
Hey, do I need to be worried
Is this
about
gonna
this?
go off by accident? Is there safety in this?
What's your safe word?
Yeah, sure.
Mine's pineapple.
Detect good and evil.
Yeah, so you're kind of like asking, like,
Pineapple.
He's like, give me a pineapple.
Pineapple! Didn't even let him finish this sentence. Before he answers, Baron goes, "Oh no, Isaac is fine. He is my most trusted comrade and advisor."
Okay.
Elements, faith, and that 30 feet.
So he goes, "No, he's fine." And he calls him over and he stands next to him, and you see he's like a full head and shoulders above the Burgermeister. He's probably like 5'9", 5'10", and so this is a big dude. Like, this dude could be a football player if it weren't for. I mean, he's got a hell of an arm. Go long! Gets thrown out of the arena. Oh.
Yeah, no, with the
Did
claw.
you just yell Kobe and throw a football?
No, I said go deep.
Oh, okay.
So, but
Well, he can't throw fireballs. Kobe!
Yeah. But if you grab the
Every
ball,
time,
it'll
every
be
time you say Kobe
Brady
now,
and
you have to
deflate
add
it.
rest in peace to the
Yeah,
end.
just inflate it with the claw, just friggin'.
Yeah.
Are they saying
He's
rest in
Tom
power
Brady.
now?
He just deflates the
What?
ball
Are they
first.
saying rest in power now?
Not Barovia. You don't even get to rest in peace in Barovia. You don't even get to rest.
There is no rest.
Lie down.
I'm dead proof of that.
Yeah.
Better that you're dead as opposed to alive in this miserable mist.
But then you come back and as a zombie and you're like, damn it!
That's why everything sucks. Like even like the suicidal people, like everyone's just suicidal, but they can't do anything about it.
It's the only thing keeping the population in check, alright?
I make friends with the claw.
Yeah, you made, yeah, before you can sort of say anything, he's kind of confused and Baron calls him over and he goes, as you can see, he is my finest bodyguard and local protector and
Why didn't
hero
you
of the
spell
village.
identify?
And he goes, he would be more than happy to protect your sister. And Ismark goes, and he
We
goes,
need to talk first.
and he goes, I see. Excuse me, is it, by any chance, do you know a man by the name of, what was his name? Like Blinsky. But do you know a man by the name of Blinsky? And he just kind of goes, I know Blinsky. Very calm, like very cool, and he's like, and he goes, oh, and the Baron goes, yeah, yes, Blinsky, we are quite familiar with Blinsky and his little toys. They say he has quite the craftsmanship. I got a few for my son when he was younger. Very dark. Not at all inspiring of hope. Not very with the vibe of the all will be well brand. Yes, very, very important.
But fun.
Yeah, we have a good time here. We do a little
Where's the Burgermeister's son, man?
Who's the Burgermeister's son?
Oh yeah, wasn't that
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
vampire guy?
No, that was the priest.
That was the priest son.
The Burgermeister adopted the big hand man, or the scary hand man, or
You said he
whatever.
had a son that
No,
it is officially the funny hand man.
Yeah, he adopted funny hand man.
It's funny if you have a misunderstanding of what humor is.
Exactly.
If you don't understand humor, it's very funny.
Which that's what everyone in Barovia does.
Do you
Exactly.
think he has another son?
The Burgermeister said he bought Blinsky toys
For his son years ago, yeah.
But we know
And the funny hand man is drawing dolls of.
No, he's commissioning. He's not drawing.
No, he's not commissioning. He's threatening.
Not a commission.
He's coercing.
His payment is the threat of
quid pro quo
violence.
is not
His
cash or
payment
money
is
or
not
valuables.
burning down
It's
your
fear.
shop.
Yeah, it's bartering. You get to keep living, and I get my. You got a mean
If anything,
bargain.
he's protecting that shop.
Yeah. He's the one keeping it in business. Let me tell you, when he said he would set fire, you didn't. You're like, oh, he'll get a torch, and then you saw the man conjure fire. Nice shop.
Protecting you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want anything to
Happen. What's your protection
It'd be
money?
a shame.
Be a real shame if I were to burn it down with
I
my
need a
actual
doll
magical
a week.
powers.
That
It
looks
has
like
to look
this.
just like
Like
her.
this. Yeah.
He's gonna walk into the room and be like, deluxe size.
I'm gonna be like, no.
No. So yeah, he's like, okay, well that's good.
No.
Well, I will, to be honest, this whole thing has been very, troubling for her. I'll have to make sure she's okay with it. She's currently working through some stuff since we arrived here. And he goes, oh, well, I hope that my humble town has not, put her off. This is a place of joy and happiness. It is a place of joy and happiness. And he gets, like, really intense for a second. You're like, okay, I certainly believe that. The people here seem very happy by Barovian standards. He goes, well, of course. We are right under the devil's nose. I doubt you have much time for festivals. He goes, no, we have a ghost parade every night. That's something. He goes, oh, yes, I see the light sometimes from here. Not very happy. Not on brand for us. He goes, oh, okay. He kind of looks at you
But
like...
the ghosts are having a great time.
Yeah, the ghosts are just... They're raving every night.
Yeah.
They got to die.
Yeah, they got to die.
They're
They got
raving
to
off.
not deal with this. Is the problem I think that we're having. And he goes, we certainly appreciate your time. We're gonna probably be in town for a few days, make sure everything is settled, and make sure that the devil is no longer after me or her. And he goes, of course. This place is completely safe. Izek will be happy to see you back to your friends. And he just kind of goes, yes,